Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Chicken Police, Paint It Red. This is a fairly new game by the good folks at Handy Games, and it is a film noir game with anthropomorphized animals. So as you can see from the opening intro here, we're going to have animals with, well, people with animal heads and hominid-style bodies, like this budgie lady here, or this, I don't know, that rooster kind of man here. And in any case, we're going to be playing a chicken. So, I'm quite curious to see what this game is like and how it plays and what it feels like. I'm expecting it to be gritty and dark, and I hear there's a bit of a decent humor in here, a la BoJack Horseman, so I'm all in for that there. So yeah, I think without further ado, let's just get into it, guys, and see what this thing is about. If you guys are new to the channel, then I do Let's Plays of various games. I like to focus on games with like deep stories, but, you know, occasionally I will kind of dabble into something new. If you like what I do here, then please consider subscribing, as I am trying to get the old numbers up on this bad boy. And if you like this kind of content, then hit that like button, because it does help out in YouTube search. So then, without further gilding the lily, let's get to it. Here we go, Chicken Police, Paint It Red. Yeah, we're gonna start a new game. Let's make it happen. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts. Raymond Chandler.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
Clawville City, Rogue District. Okay.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Okay. So, I'm guessing that's our first client. The femme fatale comes to see the aged detective, or the aged PI. This must be our room. Let's have a look. The wilderness.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not.
Oh man. He's gonna be quite cynical, is he? Should we turn the light switch on? There we go. What do we got here?
I
Typewriter.
promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
Man.
Every
Cheap whiskey.
whiskey has the same color nowadays. At least in this price range.
Okay, what have we got in the drawer? Oh, hello.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
You never know indeed, Sonny. Oh, interesting. New function. Interesting. New item in our inventory. My last
cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
Okay.
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
Alright. We've seen the typewriter, seen the whiskey, pile of papers. What's on
I
here?
don't even know what these papers are.
Interesting aesthetic to this whole game, isn't it? Like the black and white, noir in name and in visual aesthetic.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Man, he's so jaded, so cynical.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Phone? Okay, well, we don't have anyone to call, so we'll come back to that. Cabinet, what's going on there?
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Well, I think, anything with rubbish? No. I think we've kind of looked at everything that we can here. Did we look at the typewriter?
I can't even remember the last time I used this.
Yeah, we did. And we don't want to be going into the bedroom just yet. So, oh, pictures?
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Okay, so Molly's the ex-wife with the daughter?
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Duh. Man, is that some interesting memories? The Wild Gentleman?
Wild Gentleman. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff here. Like, we've been given a lot of information about this world and this character, and especially his outlook, which is quite cynical. Let's just look at our inventory. Okay, the notebook. The notebook is the detective's best friend. Here you gather vital information about the case and suspects or victims and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or picture in your notebook to read the translated version in your language. Hotel Atlas. Used to be a nice place, okay. Codex. The Chicken Police. What? Okay. Chicken Police is a famous detective duo. Santino, Sonny Featherland, and Marty MacChicken. Gained fame through a case called the... Okay, yeah, we know about that. And stats. Questioning points. Okay, so we get a... Oh, we're a greenhorn at the moment. Even though we're, like, what? 4 months from retirement? We're a greenhorn? Yeah. Okay, well, let's see how we do then. Let's talk to this femme fatale lady. We can speak, we can look. Let's look.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, what the cluck is she doing? Well, I suppose we should speak to her then.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Okay, hello.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Oh?
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
Okay.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Okay, here we go. Nice glass of bourbon. She tells us what is up. What? Is she not going to tell us what's up? Deborah Ivinez. She runs... Okay, she runs errands for her employer, sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's particularly wealthy or rich. Okay. Pretty and fragile, nothing too special. Alright, but like what? We haven't... Okay, well, okay, let's speak then.
Legs that go on for days.
Legs that go on for days.
Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
Man, well done.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Okay, let's ask her some questions then. So, is this the way we look at our notebook? Clues. The victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. Alright. We know this here. We know all that there. Am I missing something here? I feel like I'm missing something. What? No. Oh, it's just saying that it's one bit of information that we've got there. Oh no, okay, so we have to actually click on it. I see. Okay, so let's click on her. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this now. Getting the hang of it. Well... Question mode? I suppose we have to. Let's ask some questions. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Subject, John Doe. This fella is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. Focus, suspicious. Okay, impression, suspicious. Is he just... Am I suspicious? Why are you suspicious? What? No. A new impression leads to questions, so many options. Detective meter is your best friend. It tells how well the questioning is going. Keep it in the positive side. Okay, that's useful. Blah, blah, blah. I like that. Plus 100. Okay.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Alright, exactly who are you, ma'am? Well, that's like the only thing we can ask, right?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Okay, you're not very confident. You sure you're alright? Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe? So wait, are we... Okay, so we've shy, doubtful. Okay, what do we want to ask her? You're not very confident. Are you sure you're alright? Let's go in easy.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, that's another thing. She did break into her apartment. Oh god, we lost some points there. She did break into our apartment, didn't she? Did you come alone all by yourself? Tell me, what's your star sign, sweetheart? What? Why would we ask that? Do we stick to the topic? Did you come all alone by yourself?
Did you come alone? All by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place, and to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Yeah, well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
This is quite unpleasant for me.
Were you born and raised in Clawville? Do you even know what you want? Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself? That seems like a decent question. Okay, so she's shy, doubtful, and frightened. Interesting. And why is... Notice, like, one of the questions is kind of shaking a bit. Like, okay, let's try that.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Okay. Oh, I see. So, oh, wait a moment. It just does the shaky thing over the question that I'm currently highlighting. I should have known that. Okay, well, we're definitely getting somewhere there with the old detective meter, so she's definitely hiding something. She's frightened, she's shy, and she's doubtful. What exactly do you expect by coming here to meet me? I'm sure it's not intentional, but are you toying with me? What do you want from me? How did you get this address? Okay, how direct do we want to be? That's the question. What exactly do you expect by coming here to meet me? What do you want from me? Let's try this.
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself, out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart, I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
I don't know. Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious? Should we go in with this? Yeah, don't you think this whole thing's a bit suspicious?
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Okay, tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all? If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this? Is this a bit too hard? Or should we go a bit softer? No, let's go here.
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Why should I believe you at all? Oh man, we lost points with that.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
Ugh.
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer.
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Oh, I see.
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Okay. Focus accuracy 60%, decent cop. That's how you do it, partner. Not quite like old times, but you still got it. The old rooster still remembers some tricks, huh? The employer Natasha's current significant other is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Okay. Now look, we can retry that if we want to, or we can continue. Let's continue. Alright, so let's have a quick gander at our information. So clues, we know all this here. The mysterious messenger, Miss Deborah Business's employer, is a certain Miss Natasha Katzenko. The infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. One of the most well-known gangsters of Clawville, real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. Yeah. Species Rattus. Good-looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster. Alright. Special features, she has remarkably green eyes. She's definitely in trouble, so am I. Okay. Currently the girlfriend of the notorious gangster Ibn Wessler. This explains a lot of things, mainly the excessive secrecy. She's the employer of Miss Deborah Ibn Wessler, allegedly receiving serious threats. From whom would she be receiving threats? She's afraid and secretive. Okay, now we know why. Her employer currently bolsters the ranks of the Ibn Wessler. To put it mildly, this explains the cloud of fear surrounding Miss Ibinez. Okay. Well, like what now?
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
What is it? Oh. This is our inventory.
I
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
Okay.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Oh, Molly's his ex, isn't it?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
I love his
What the
hand
hell is
gestures.
this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Exactly. How did you know?
It was just a hunch.
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Okay, got a new bit of information. Who's that? Benjamin Bunny? Something? So the Tsar Club, that's probably where we're going to be going next. Lewis? Who's Lewis? An old friend of mine. He's stuttering heavily when he talks. Lewis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in the unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask. And we've got Lewis's number, 555-932. Okay. Not bad. What did we not click here? She owns the Tsar Club. Okay. Okay, and on the old clues. Natasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere, or perhaps she has a very good informants. I must find out what the connection is. Indeed. I'll find Natasha in Tsar Club. Okay, so we know where we're kind of being directed to next, right? Do we still talk to Deborah?
Thank you again, Mr. Sonny.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
Alright. Well then, I guess we are...
Behind that door
leaving?
lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Okay, I guess not. Are we supposed to call our buddy? Is that what it is? Wait, what was his number again? 932. 555-932. Okay. Oh, well, it just tells us anyway. Come on.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny.
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Okay, so we've contacted him.
Lewis
there he
arrived
is.
a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, Lewis, how's it going, buddy?
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve.
Let's have a word with him.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Alright then. Well, I guess we are heading out.
My bedroom. Sort of.
No, is that not... How do we get out of here? Okay, I'm not... I mean, it's telling us where to go. Oh, okay, so do we just... Scene types. Main scenes, limited scenes, closed scenes. Pick the next main scene if you are absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes anymore. You may not be able to visit them later. Okay. Is this a main scene or a... Okay, it looks like we can only do this scene. Alright then, well, yeah, let's go check it out. Let us check it out. Clawville PD.